Happy Monday, y'all. We back at it. Cyber on the beat with another one for y'all, man. I swear these Mondays feel like a never-ending day that just loop
Oh
around.
my God.
Did y'all know that most people die on Monday than any other day of the week? Meanwhile, we just waiting for the robots to take over. But I think the algorithm is pushing, like, working overtime to make sure that this thing happen. Replace humanity. They try to act like they so happy about the coming, like robots is can't wait. Like they dancing a jig to be able to take our spots and hurry up into the workforce. But if we peel back the layers and really look at what's underneath, they already showing examples that these motherfuckers ain't gonna have what it take to leave it last. Robots clinking out, you know what I'm saying? Tell them to do something and they gonna hit you with the funny face. Like, it's already looking like. But this thing is already a simulation where we got robots inside of robots. I got an example right here. Y'all check this out. We're gonna see how we already advanced robots.
Prove we live in a matrix. So we have two mysterious women coming up to these people's front door. Watch.
It is freaking creepy. 8:41. Somebody knocks on the door. And then, hold on. Check out their outfits.
This
They're
is
wearing
them
two
leaving.
different dresses from what they were wearing. It's nothing compared to what they were wearing. And we saw them. It had polka dots. They had the dresses from the
Those are
one.
two different dresses.
We literally just saw them and they were wearing... And, like, go fast forward, like, it changes color.
There's no way.
Right as soon as they get over there on our porch. What the heck is this? Is this at 8:41? Look, they said they were missionary, But missionaries don't come at 9 p.m.
This has got to be a
And I asked
simulation.
them, that, it's late. And they left. And he said, I'm sorry.
Now, someone tried to blame it on a Ring camera glitch, but we could clearly see they morphed into different outfits. Now, here's another video showing you how you can't trust what you see. Let's check it out.
It'll blow your mind.
Circles. In fact, if you look at it from above, you can see that it's turning around in a circle. But now your brain is doing something strange. It's telling you that it's not going around in a circle, but it's oscillating. In other words, it's turning part way, stopping, and then going back the other way. Now that's a strange effect, isn't it? But if you think that's strange, wait till I add something through the middle. What am I going to add? Well, I'm going to add a ballpoint pen.
This is when it
And
gets
to do
crazy.
that,
Check this out.
I've placed a little piece of double-sided sticky tape on the ballpoint pen. You can use ordinary sticky tape if you like. I'll place it right through the center of the window and press it in place like that. Now this time, by fixing on the pen, you'll be able to see the pen is going around in a circle and not going backwards and forwards. But what's your brain going to tell you about the window? Will your brain allow you to see the window going around in a circle with the pen? Or are you going to see something really strange? Well, have a look at that.
Yo.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? You can see the pen going around in a circle, but your brain is telling you that the window is going part way round and turning and going the other way. And yet in order to do that, the two things have to pass through
just
one
can't
another,
trust
the
your
pen and
brain.
the window. You know it's not possible. You know it can't happen. And yet as you look at it, you see them going through one another every time they go around.
I think not being able to trust what you see is a good setup for this next video. I don't know if y'all remember, but check out this guy with the siren.
We got another one over here. What are those? What the fuck's going on? On each side of the boat? What are those trails called? What's something swimming fast underneath that water? Something swimming real fast underneath that water. I hear him. Where's she at? What the fuck is that noise, bro? What is that noise? Where are you? This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Oh my God.
know my.
I caught that jump for me at the end with the screech. Like, it's just a crazy world we live in. I don't know if y'all know, but not long after the series of these videos appeared on TikTok, old boy right there got approached where, them people came in and set up shop on his boat and was like, people, what's going on? And then all of a sudden the channel disappeared. This is just one of the remnants from when people were recording online, but it's just a lot about this world that we don't understand. Like, it's ancient though, is what I'm really getting at. Like, this ain't something new that's been happening. It's like, these is like purported sirens that allegedly are like some mermaid type creatures that lure men into the ocean with song. And then you got this dude talking about, where are you? Playing with him like, yeah, okay, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like, trying to get a shot of him. But it's crazy how we do a lot to where it seems like it's for views, but really, we so disconnected. We trying to let the world say, hey, look, there's something going on. And then it's always this like overbearing energy of, yeah, that ain't for everybody to know. You know what I mean? But like, this was just a dude doing his job. Some crazy stuff started to happen, and he documenting being on the waters. You know what I'm talking about? And it's a lot that's magic, but you can't trust everything you see on the internet. Check this out.
So what are we doing? Tell these people that we are cooking in the bedroom. You get a towel, and let's put the food on top. Let's see what it do, baby. And that's how we cook it. A little bit of salt on the towel. It has to be a black towel. Black, it sucks the heat in. It absorbs, black absorbs the heat. The darker it is, the hotter it gets. We learned this in science class, y'all. And then it just cooks it.
I watched this video a few times, then I went to the comments, and somebody kind of pointed out, like, yeah, it looks like it's shaped like an electrical fryer. But what do y'all think?
Are you guys ready for IVG? Same-sex marriage couples now, they can have children, real children of their own. All they need is IVG.
I just went down the rabbit hole for IVG. IVG stands for in vitro gametogenesis, or making gametes, aka sex cells, entirely in a petri dish to make more human beings. No procreation required. One of the main reasons that this technology is currently being developed is to allow for genetic offspring of a same-sex couple to be genetically related to both of them. And you might be saying to yourself, that's impossible. 2 men or 2 women cannot possibly have a child that's genetically related to both of them. Till now, I guess, because we are literally developing the technology to harvest pluripotent stem cells from 2 men or 2 women, manually differentiate those cells in a laboratory into sperm cells and egg cells, then use IVF technology entirely in petri dishes in a laboratory to make new human beings.
People have talked about so-called multiplex parenting. You could use IVG to create 2 embryos, use the IVG technique again to create sperm and eggs, and then create yet a 3rd embryo. Now you have essentially what is genetically a grandchild.
And they murdered the 2 other embryos.
Exactly. And you could do this as many iterations as you wanted, that you could create a child whose biological parents, grandparents, great-grandparents were all embryos that were created and destroyed in a laboratory.
We could be creating entire generations of people that nobody even knows exist outside of a laboratory.
Are you?
Now, when I hear these ideas, for me, it just doesn't feel humane, even though there's, this thing where they pushing that people just can't wait to bang a robot, you know what I mean? Like, but me, I think it's like an entity that's a driving force. Even within the robots wanting to bang how we bang, like, really think about it. It don't serve them a reproductive purpose, and then it's like, this earth got some crazy stuff on it, you know what I'm saying, that if you really look at what's going on, you'll say we tinfoil hat if we start talking like that, you know what I'm saying? But clearly, there's a higher design that doesn't care about money. They don't care about, you know what I'm saying? And it's been going on since the beginning of time, and it like engulfs all of our history. It runs in tandem, and then they change things along the way so that we can't really peep what's going on. Like, even if, let's say, like this for the culture, if niggas was the originators, like, don't it seem like niggas with them saying, you know what I'm saying, everything that's going on in the news, it's like we kind of waiting on a return of these motherfuckers. Like, when I think about it, it's like, all right, you know, I want to believe like the aliens finna pop out and do their little song and dance, you know, come impress the world, you know what I'm saying, and I want to be cool with it. But at the end of the day, bro, it's like I don't got time to focus on that. Like, when I'm trying to get something and that's all I see is the baddies, it's like, where them dollars at? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be still on your dollar grind, and then the higher ups is clutching they pearls, digging bunkers and shit. Meanwhile, they got the masses feeling like, just go ahead, spin your reel like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we watching each other, like the culture still on the money phone. You know what I'm saying? Trying to dial in, and I'm like, is it even fair the way we gotta watch these motherfuckers just ball out? It's the end of the world, right? And you just gotta watch motherfuckers do their thing. Like, your algorithm is scandalous how it just keep showing you these motherfuckers balling out. And like, but if you think you can't wait, nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, slap your motherfucking self, bro. Cause like, if the robots is not finna comply how we think they finna comply, they finna come in on some independent woman shit, and it's gonna be a wrap. Watch.